Hi everyone, for those of you new to the channel, I'm Teresa Perrin and I'm going to discuss Novavax, and we think it could potentially go back to the triple digits anytime soon. So let's get started. Please remember, nothing I say is financial advice, and always do your own DD. If you could smash that like button for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. And guys, there is a catalyst coming up tomorrow, which is why I'm bringing this to your attention, or I should say one reason why. So let's get started. Okay, so Investors Place actually put out a very good article discussing Novavax that I'm going to start with today, guys. It says, shares of Novavax are in focus as the biotech company will share data from its COVID-19 influenza combination vaccine candidate for phase 1 and 2 trials at the World Vaccine Congress Europe 2022 event tomorrow. Novavax will also share data on its COVID-19 vaccine as a homologous and heterologous booster for adults over 18 and adolescents between 12 and 17. Investors are expecting positive developments in Novavax stock since the data is being shared at a prestigious event. President of Research and Development, Dr. Gregory Glenn, added, data presented at WVC will show the continued momentum of our COVID-19 vaccine as a booster and also provide insight into our COVID-19 influenza combination vaccine candidates, immunogenicity, safety, and optimal dose. In addition, Dr. Glenn will speak at a WVC keynote panel on October 12th. So we have catalyst, guys, the next 2 days to discuss the future of COVID-19 vaccines. Other speakers will include Moderna's Dr. Jackie Miller and BioNTech's Ruben Rizzi. This year's WVC event will conclude on October 14th. So this week could be very, very bullish, not just for Novavax, guys, but also for Moderna and BioNTech's BNTX. Shares of Novavax stock are reacting positively to the news and closed up 9%. What's going on with Novavax stock? Companies at the WVC can benefit greatly from increased exposure and awareness. The WVC website characterizes the event as your best sales opportunity in 2022. In other news, Novavax will have to pay Fujifilm up to $185 million in light of a canceled commercial supply agreement for its COVID-19 vaccine. $48 million was paid last month, while the remaining payments will be issued in quarterly installments of $34.3 million beginning March 31st of next year. The deal was initially agreed upon in June of 2020 as part of a contract development and manufacturing organization, or CDMO, agreement. However, as demand for the vaccine fell, Novavax realized it did not need further production. As the end of the second quarter, Novavax had delivered more than 73 million doses of its vaccine. Novavax also announced today that Switzerland's Federal Office of Public Health has recommended Nuvaxovid as an adult booster for COVID-19, regardless of previous vaccine history. The agency cited data that supplied Nuvaxovid's use for combating currently circulated Omicron subvariants, and the further booster shots would increase an immune response to these subvariants. Guys, so overall, of course, they had to throw something bearish in there because there's a lot of people shorting Novavax. But overall, we have a lot of bullish catalysts coming up, and I think that the stock is going to start to move. Now, its 52-week high is a whopping $331.68. Actually, I'm sorry. That was the all-time high. And there's a gap fill, guys, between $44.40 and $56.84. Now, I think it can potentially fill that gap fill even as early as this week if shorts start to cover rapidly. Am I guaranteeing that's going to happen? Absolutely not, because that would be basically almost 4xing the price, right? To get even part of the way there is almost 3 times its price. So 3 to 4x times its price. Crazy, but it's been shorted very, very heavily, guys. So I think that within a short period of time, it could get back there. Anyways, Novavax is still given a buy signal by 8 analysts that rate it. 50% give it a buy, 12% give it a strong buy, 12% a hold, and 25% underperform. The average price target is 105.17 cents, which is why you see the $3 signs and the logo right on my screenshot for the cover, because guys, potentially it could come back here. This is in 1 year what they're predicting the price will be. The low is $16. Well, guess what? We hit that, didn't we? Now it's time to move back up. And the high is $207, which it's been $338 in the past year. So there's no reason why it potentially can't get back there. However, I do think that was inflated with the COVID issue. But could it get inflated again? Sure could. All right. So short term, we are getting finally a bullish signal, guys, because this has had a bearish signal for quite some time. So medium and long term are still showing a downtrend. Those will shift to the upside if we continue to move up. Currently, there's 21.83% short interest and 5 days to cover. Guys, that's crazy. Absolutely nuts, which is why I'm telling you it could move quickly. There are still 1,100,000 shares available to short. And look at the cost to borrow. It's almost like it's an encouragement for them to short because it's so cheap. It's not even 1%. Today, 60.83% of the volume was short volume ratio in the dark pool, guys. Crazy. And this week, tomorrow, we have 146,631 failure to delivers. They have not been fulfilled yet. Guessing from the looks of the next few FTDs, it looks like most of them have been. But, you know, they still could have a few outstanding. I don't know what it's going to show for the 15th going forward. And just to wrap it up, I'm going to give you a synopsis of the charts over the recent, like today we were up $1.48 or 9.08%. Guys, we actually touched $16 and down 12 cents in the after hours. In the past 3 months, we were down $56.42 or 76.16%. Just crazy. And we're down 89.07% in the past year or $143.98. Guys, there is a huge opportunity if this can start moving in the right direction to the upside, which I believe, given the fact that they have the conference and then, you know, with flu and COVID getting worse potentially in the winter coming up, I think that there is huge opportunity for Novavax. And of course, the other vaccines that I mentioned earlier, such as Moderna and BioNTech. So keep them on your radar. Definitely have Novavax on your watch list tomorrow and this week with this catalyst. Thanks so much for watching, guys.